So the idea here was that these two base pieces would act towards two different kinds of looks. One for belly dancing, which is where I got the vest to begin with, and then also for Jedi look, because kind of applies there, just depending on what kind of Jedi you're thinking about. Right, people, they are finally here. This is the accessory that I've been waiting for. It's been close to a month, but they're here. Yes, I did open the package before I realized that this was something I wanted to do an open boxing. These are leather boots, real leather. Pretty awesome box cover, top of a castle. But I think that's the only good thing about this box. As soon as I unwrapped it, I could immediately tell it was falling apart. And it's just fragile. And I think too small for what's actually inside. So I'm going to go ahead and open the box now. Yes, look at that. Real leather, my friends. Yes, as close to genuine Renaissance boots as I can get. Very decently priced for a pair of real leather boots. This is from Arm Street, made in, shoot, where were they made? Where's Randy? Yes, so these are real, genuine leather, which means they're going to be a bitch and a half to take care of, but that's okay. And a nice subtle blue. I went for the blue ones because it felt appropriate for both the costumes. I plan on wearing these with my Jedi costume, but also a Renaissance dress. So when I'm at the Renaissance Fair, I will have a proper sturdy footwear to go with my costumes instead of my old Mary Janes. So definitely a good pair of real leather, historically accurate boots is a must for every cosplayer, really. And I was so happy and excited that we're finally in a place where I could afford these. So this is a very exciting day for me. I am very, very happy. So what I need to do now is try them on and somehow get a pair of insoles inside, because I'm sure as comfortable as they are, Arm Street does cosplay boots. They're historically accurate on the outside, but on the inside they have the comfort of a modern shoe. But that said, I do prefer insoles inside of every shoe. All of my shoes have insoles. It's just a must. So I need insoles for these. What's next for the Jedi costume accessorizing also is a belt and some form of arm band for some leather accessories for my arms. And then as soon as those come in, I'm going to try on the whole thing and do my reveal. But unfortunately, this project has been taking time because I'm just, you know, I'm taking each piece as I can. Really, this isn't one of those like let's buy everything and do a haul kind of situation. These were very expensive boots, so these were the first to arrive. So when lacing a large boot, the lace itself is very long, and that gives length to the lace to wrap around the top of the boot once it's laced, kind of like an ice skate. What I also have for today, another little accessory for the Jedi costume, is a Jedi Knight ordainment. I am officially a Jedi Knight. Because I'm sure that's exactly what the Jedi Order intended. Who needs a lifetime of training and brainwashing? You can just order a piece of paper online. This is what it looks like, and I got it from the website. Yeah, ULC Ministries. That's basically the website where you can get an ordainment in any religion. But this one seemed too fun to pass up, so. Achieve the stature of Jedi Knight. I don't know how they know that I'm completely obsessed and have been practicing my lightsaber skills, but I'm sure it's fine. The last thing I need for my Jedi costume is a belt and a few leather accessories for the arms. So I'm going to keep looking for that, make an order, and you'll see me again when those arrive. And then I can finally do my try-on.
Okay, proceed.
So the idea here was that these two base pieces would act towards two different kinds of looks. One for belly dancing, which is where I got the vest to begin with, and then also for Jedi look, because kind of applies there, sure. Just depending on what kind of Jedi you're thinking about. Yeah, so we got a bunch of undershirts to go, just depending on which one I'm going for. I did find this kind of poofy sleeve crop top undershirt online one day. And this shirt could actually couple as my Alice Hysteria look, just depending on which blouse I want to wear with that one.
True.
So poofy sleeves are handy when building a costume collection. But so the problem I ran into with the pants, hold it up to the light, and it has that thing that white clothes do.
Yeah, it's remarkably transparent.
Yes, so what I need to do with this is wear leggings on underneath them.
Yes.
And I have a pair of blue leggings I thought would go well enough. So I'll have to put those on, and then we'll have this silvery tank top is an option. The white crop top is an option. And yeah, and then we'll just try it all on and see if my vision even remotely applies to reality.
I guess we'll find out.
Yes. So this would be kind of part of the Jedi look, because if I were belly dancing, I wouldn't need boots. I would just be wearing sandals or dance shoes. But this is kind of what I'm hoping is going to translate well enough.
I think so.
And if I don't want my midriff showing, then that's what the tank top's for.
Right.
But I just want to get an idea of what it would look like with the crop top underneath.
Those harem pants are absurdly booty.
That's kind of the point.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
But now that we figured out that the lacing on the boots goes to the inside of the shin, that makes a lot more sense.
It does. It took a few rounds for us to figure out what the heck is going on with these boots. Yeah. I was trying to adjust it according to if it were on the center top of
the lacing into the center line, and it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, that's why I was fighting so hard with it.
But now that we know how they work, how do you like them?
They're comfortable. And I think they're adjusting because I was actually able to get my foot all the way in without completely unlacing it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which is what I was sure was supposed to be able to happen.
Yes.
But yeah, I like with the harem pants with that. I think that's a cool look.
Yeah.
And then the dope elastic belt. So it's like Jedi on the bottom and party on the top or something? I don't.
There are Jedis in some of the shows where it's they wear crop tops and stuff.
And then some of those words were English, but you got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little.
It might look better with the tank top, to be honest.
It might, but hold that thought for just a second. There we go. That was offline. That actually, yes, it would look better with the tank top, but that is a cool belt. I think it does look, it looks Jedi-esque.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe the ties, I don't know what we would do with those, but those need to be something of a different color. That's a little bit,
yeah,
I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for.
If I didn't order them already, I do have my eye on a darker blue. When I ordered these, I thought they wouldn't be so bright.
Yeah.
And if I want this to match, these need to match the boots. So I'm going to order this from the same seller that's sold me these ties. They have a navy blue option, so I think I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, that'll work better.
Okay, does this look closer to what I'm going for?
I think so, yeah.
Better? Definitely better.
I mean, I don't mind the midriff, but the gathers on that other thing were a bit much.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's closer to where you want to be.
Yeah, I feel like that top is more for if the bottom is less conspicuous itself.
Perhaps.
But putting conspicuous with conspicuous is kind of a bad mix.
It starts to border on ostentatious.
Yeah.
I have a $5 word too, so that.
Yeah, so this is definitely a better look. You know, when you look at this vest on the hanger, it doesn't appear to be as short as it really is.
Yeah, it's a very cropped vest.
Very cropped vest, but that's kind of the point. From where I
belt's on the other way, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's offline again. You gotta pull the back part up on the left side. There you go.
Yeah, so the belt is definitely to hold the lightsaber or something.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going out in the field, I need my equipment.
Yeah.
Figure that out in a second. But with the boots, this is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. What did I do with those?
Those? What are those? Oh, right. I forgot about the bracers.
Wait, did the laces go on the outside or on the inside?
Because I feel like the point should be kind of protecting the elbow, so I think they go around the top like this. Those bracers, man, the bracers are a good idea.
Yeah. So
those are cool. I forgot you had those.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably tighten those a smidge, but the idea is there.
Yeah. I have tiny wrists and tiny hands. It's just, I'd be lucky if I found something that really fit my arms. So one
That's
thing
cool.
I also want to look into is like a brace for up here, just for one side. Kind of give it that Ray look, and then
Okay.
change the color on the ties
Yeah.
to match the rest of the blue in this outfit. But other than that, this is pretty much what it's going to look like.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's just, they're so poofy.
And looping back around to holy clothing.
See, that really completes the ensemble, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. And that's our current status.
Mm-hmm. So, a cloak definitely helps.
Yes. Absolutely.
And this cloak would also go really well with the
Yeah,
dress.
I mean, it's, yeah. You're very swooshy.
That's fun.
Anything else?
No, that'll do for now.
Alrighty then.